And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A handoff for Gibson. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Looking to throw. Vernon.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Off the play fake. Vernon. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Vernon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Vernon rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this to Elliott.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast and in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is not going to get the 1st down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Prescott to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Vernon eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, Vernon
hitting Samuel on the slant.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down at 7.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Kill. 27.
Prescott now. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw again. Inside the 40 to the 39. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set them up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Cowboys have recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Second and 10.
Back to throw. Vernon taking a shot for Samuel. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Off the play fake, Vernon. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
and looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki, pushing his way through, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Vernon.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.